Miniatures, not applicable. The dimensions. The master sample will be amplified by 4% compared to the original dimensions because the plastic material will shrink when it is removed from the mold and chilled. This is a feature of injection molding. Its shrinkage is approximately 4%. Thus, the master sample will be amplified to 1.04 times, and the product will be contracted to the original desired dimension once the mold is done. The material issue. The material of a PU master sample is different from the mass products. The material of a PU master sample is PU. However, the plastic material for injection molding we use will be PVC, ABS, HIPS in mass production. The material of the master sample is very brittle, which can easily lead to damage. This issue will not occur in mass production when a plastic material is used. Notice, if both PVC and ABS are selected, ABS will be applied for some parts in mass production. Color of the raw material. The master sample is not for color confirmation. The color of the master sample is different from that of the molding sample. This is mainly due to the craftsmanship and raw material of the master sample. If the client strictly requires the consistency of both, it is achievable by spraying color on the master sample. However, it is not recommended to do so as the sample costs will be increased substantially. The master sample is mainly for the client to check the outline and details, and the color will be approved by the client with the mass production sample. Spraying color is applied on the master sample. The spraying color is matched by the PMS color code, which is provided by the client and is for reference only. The color will be different from the mass products, which are formed with solid color material by injection molding. Disassembly. The parts of the master sample will not be disassembled. This disassembly solution will be decided by the factory. Appearance. Non-filling, filling. Some white or yellow filling will be seen on the master sample. This is for process reasons needing some supporting holes. The filling is required on the sample after the sample is made. This will not occur in mass production when injection molding is used. Quality of details. The master sample is duplicated from the 3D printed sample and has fine details. The production process of the tooling for mass production is as follows: 3D printed samples, silicon tooling, master sample, plaster tooling, ceramic tooling, steel tooling. Some details can be lost during the process of duplication. This is due to the technical characteristics of PVC miniatures. This applies to the entire industry. We can achieve 95% similarity in terms of the details, compared with 3D printed samples. Safety issues. Ages above 14. Sharp edges and acute angles are permitted. Age 14 and below. Sharp edges and acute angles should be avoided, as otherwise they may not pass the safety testing. Non-sharp edge or acute angle. Sharp edges or acute angles can be avoided by modifying the designs. If you do not wish to amend the design, reducing the hardness of the raw material can help to pass the tests. Please contact our account manager for more information. Functionality. The base size is regular. The base is too small. The base size of the master sample is smaller than that of the design. This is mainly due to the mold being made by casting first and processed later. In order to shape or perfect the sphere, the base of the master sample will be made relatively small during the process of casting, then processed with EDM after the mold is finished. Finally, the mold will be processed to the accurate size, as the fineness can be perfectly achieved by EDM but not casting. Confirming pre-production samples. Confirmation with actual samples. This method is highly recommended. Confirmation via photos, videos. We understand you may wish to confirm the pre-production sample via photograph or video due to the tight schedule or other factors. However, there are some risks with this, including but not limited to color. The color you see on photos or videos is affected by the shooting equipment, shooting environment, light, and display equipment, so can deviate from the real color. Please be careful if you have high requirements for color. Others. Because you cannot handle the sample, this confirmation method will not allow you to check all details that need to be felt by touch. For example, visual and tactile effects of silk screen printing, heat transfer printing, or UV printing. 2. Weight by touch. 3. The matching of spare parts, feel of the tightness. 4. The finishing of varnish. 5. The finishing and feel of lamination. 6. The embossment texture by touch. 7. The finishing of spot UV by touch. 8. the finishing of hot stamping by touch. 9. The finishing of concave and convex. 10. The magnetic force by touch. 11. The thickness of materials. 12. The touch of braille. 13. The volume and sound quality of audio components. 14. Parts that need to be squeezed or stretched by external force such as slow rebound PU products or elastic belt products. 15. Soft and hard feel of the material by touch. 16. Any other details where subjective judgment is made by sight, hearing, smell, or touch. Others. Modification of designs. In the case that the design file, size, or other details are modified after the pre-production sample is approved, the following risks may remain. No sample prior to mass production. Please refer to 1.1. With white sample prior to mass production, please refer to 2.1. With digital print sample prior to mass production, please refer to 2.2. With offset print sample prior to mass production, please refer to 2.3.